Have you ever felt invisible to someone you're into? It's like a sudden cloud of gloom descends, leaving you lost in a world of rejection. Those feelings of being left out, unsure, and powerless can really knock the wind out of you. However, don't let those tough emotions drag you down. Stoicism reminds us that we can always choose how we react. Instead of getting knocked down by rejection, see it as a chance to grow and show your true mettle. In today's video, we're diving into how to flip rejection on its head, making that special someone sit up and take notice of you. This isn't about playing games or putting others down. It's about tapping into your psychological savvy and resilience to capture attention and make an unforgettable impact. Join us as we learn how to transform rejection into a launching pad for success and boosted confidence. By the end of this video, you'll discover how to turn every setback into a step forward in your life and relationships. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to support us, and share your stories in the comments. Your insights could lift someone else up. Let's get this journey started. Number 1. Put her out of your mind. When a woman ignores you, a very effective Stoic practice is to simply put her out of your mind. Now, this doesn't mean ignoring your feelings or pretending that the situation doesn't affect you. Instead, it's about redirecting your focus towards things that truly matter and you can control, like yourself and your own growth. Start by taking a moment to reassess your personal goals. What are you working towards? What achievements would make you feel proud? Writing these down and planning steps to achieve them can instantly shift your focus from what's bothering you to what's building you. Next, dive into new or existing hobbies. Whether it's picking up a guitar, joining a sports team, or getting into cooking, hobbies are not just distractions. They're investments in your happiness and skills. They fill your time with joy and personal development, which is fundamental in Stoicism. Don't forget about the people who always have your back. Spending quality time with friends and family can reinforce your sense of belonging and support. These connections remind us that one person's neglect doesn't define our worth or our ability to be loved. Self-reflection is another key practice. Use this time to think about your virtues and how you can improve them. Are you as patient, kind, or courageous as you'd like to be? Stoicism teaches us that our character is the one thing we should continually work on, and the main thing we can control. By shifting your focus in these ways, you start to embody the Stoic principle that external events, like being ignored, shouldn't disrupt our inner peace or happiness. You begin to see that her ignoring you truly doesn't impact your value or your capacity to lead a fulfilling life. In essence, putting her out of your mind isn't about denial. It's a proactive approach to reclaim your peace and direct your energy where it counts. Remember, you have the power to choose where your attention goes, and focusing on personal growth and joy is always a winning choice. Number 2. Don't react emotionally. Stoicism teaches us the value of controlling our reactions and maintaining our composure, no matter what's thrown our way. So when you find yourself being ignored by a woman, perhaps she's waiting to see how you'll respond. This is your chance to demonstrate strength of character and confidence, not just to her, but to yourself. Say she's not responding to your messages or seems distant when you're together. It might feel like a personal slight, but remember, reacting emotionally could only escalate the situation or make you feel worse. Instead, try approaching her calmly and politely. A simple, "Hey, I've noticed you seem a bit distant. Is everything okay?" can go a long way. It shows you're attentive and caring, but also that you're grounded and not jumping to conclusions. If she continues to ignore you, keep your cool. This is where true Stoic principles shine. Stoics believe in focusing on what we can control, our own actions and attitudes. You can't control her behavior, but you can control how you respond. By staying calm and not showing frustration or anger, you are practicing Stoic endurance, preserving your inner peace against external disturbances. Moreover, use this opportunity to reflect on yourself. Engage in activities that enrich your life and bring you joy, regardless of her acknowledgement. This isn't just about showing her that you're strong and confident. It's about truly feeling that way. You're demonstrating that your self-worth isn't tied to how others treat you. And if the situation doesn't change, remember that Stoicism also teaches us the dignity of letting go. If continuous efforts to engage are met with indifference, it might be a sign to step back and reassess. This isn't a defeat, but a strategic decision to invest your energy where it is appreciated and reciprocated. Number 3, ignore her back. When a woman you're interested in decides to ignore you, your initial reaction might be to respond in kind. Ignore her back. This might seem a bit odd at first, but it's actually rooted in showing respect for yourself and your own values, which is a core principle of Stoicism. Let's say you send a text and don't get a reply, or you're in the middle of a conversation and the other person suddenly changes the topic. It's tempting to keep pushing for their attention. However, choosing instead to not follow up with more texts or simply moving the conversation forward on your own terms isn't just about giving them a taste of their own medicine. It's about valuing your own peace and not allowing someone else's actions to disrupt your inner tranquility. Here's another example. If you're chatting in a group and she overlooks your comments, instead of clamoring for her attention, graciously step back. Engage with others who appreciate your contributions or find value in observing the conversation silently. This doesn't mean you're accepting disrespect, but rather that you're practicing Stoic endurance, choosing not to be perturbed by external events and maintaining your dignity. In public scenarios, if you find yourself being ignored, politely excusing yourself and moving on can be empowering. It's a demonstration that your self-worth doesn't depend on how others treat you. This approach doesn't just safeguard your self-respect, it also subtly conveys that you're someone who cannot be easily disregarded. By choosing to not engage with the behavior that disrespects you, you're adhering to Stoic principles of focusing on what you can control, your own actions and reactions. You're teaching by example that you value yourself enough not to tolerate poor treatment, without causing a scene or stooping to the same level. It's not about damaging egos or playing mind games. It's about making a conscious choice to preserve your peace and show that while you are open to respectful interactions, you are also strong enough to walk away from those that are not. This is what it means to live with Stoic dignity, finding strength in self-respect and serenity in the face of indifference. Number 4, go out and have fun. Stoicism doesn't tell us to ignore our feelings, but rather to manage them by engaging in activities that improve our well-being. If a woman is ignoring you, rather than dwelling on it, why not shift your energy to something enjoyable? This could be as simple as watching a movie that makes you laugh, heading to the basketball court, or taking a peaceful walk in the park. These activities aren't just distractions. They're affirmations of your ability to create your own happiness, independent of others' actions or attention. Bringing friends into your plans can amplify the positive impact. Friends can uplift your spirits, offer different perspectives, and remind you of your value through their companionship and support. Together, you can explore new places, try different activities, and even make new memories. This social connection is fundamental to Stoic thought. It's about building and appreciating the community you have, which in turn strengthens your resilience against negative emotions. If you're still feeling a bit low, consider breaking your usual routine. Go to a new restaurant, check out a live music event, or join a local meetup that interests you. These experiences do more than just take your mind off being ignored. They broaden your horizons and introduce you to new people, potentially leading to new friendships and opportunities. Stoicism encourages us to embrace the present and make the most out of every situation. And sometimes that means stepping out of our comfort zone to discover new aspects of life and of ourselves. So, next time you find yourself being ignored, remember it's a chance to reconnect with what makes you, you. Go out, have fun, and engage with life. This approach not only helps you cope with the immediate feelings of rejection, but also builds your character and your life's joy in a way that aligns with Stoic values. Enjoy the journey, focus on the good, and let your life be full of experiences that affirm your worth and happiness. Number 5. Establish a social standing. One empowering way to deal with being ignored is to focus on building your social status. This isn't about seeking validation, but about growing your self-worth and presence in your community, aligning nicely with Stoic principles of self-improvement and independence. By enhancing your social status through positive activities, you're not only becoming more appealing to others, but you're also solidifying your own self-respect and confidence. So, what does this look like in practice? First, think about investing in yourself physically and mentally. Regular workouts at the gym boost your health and self-esteem, making you feel confident and energetic. Picking up a new hobby or learning a new skill does more than just fill up your time. It expands your mind and gives you something interesting to talk about. Whether it's mastering a new language, cooking exotic dishes, or playing a musical instrument, these activities enrich your life and make you a more rounded individual. Professionally, focusing on your career by acquiring new qualifications or taking on challenging projects can elevate your status in the workplace and in your field. Networking is crucial here. It connects you with others who can provide support, advice, and new opportunities. Remember, your career accomplishments add to your persona, showcasing your dedication and competence. Volunteering is another powerful way to boost your social standing. It demonstrates empathy, compassion, and a commitment to something greater than yourself. These are attractive qualities that not only make you stand out, but also connect you deeply with your community, reflecting true Stoic values. Social media can also be a strategic tool. Use it to share your achievements, interests, and experiences. When you post about a recent hike, a volunteer event, or a professional accomplishment, you're crafting an image of someone who is active, engaged, and interesting. This isn't about bragging. It's about sharing your world with others and inviting them to see the multifaceted person you are. By focusing on these areas, you're essentially cultivating a rich, active life that anyone would find hard to ignore. You're also adhering to the Stoic idea of focusing on what you can control, your actions and your growth, rather than getting bogged down by how others perceive you. Number 6. Express your worth. In Stoic philosophy, our worth isn't determined by others' acknowledgement, but by our own virtues and actions. So, when a woman ignores you, instead of retreating or feeling down, seize the opportunity to demonstrate your value. Show your intelligence, wit, and charm. It's not about proving something to her as much as it is about remaining true to your own character and excellence. For instance, if you're in a group setting and she brings up a topic you're knowledgeable about, jump into the discussion with confidence. Share your insights in a way that adds value to the conversation. This isn't just about showing off what you know. It's about contributing meaningfully, which is a core Stoic value. Humor is another powerful tool. If she throws a sarcastic comment your way, responding with a clever and light-hearted retort can demonstrate your resilience and ability to handle social pressures without being perturbed. This reflects the Stoic ideal of not allowing external actions to disrupt your inner peace. For instance, if you're in a group setting and she brings up a topic you're knowledgeable about, jump into the discussion with confidence. Share your insights in a way that adds value to the conversation. This isn't just about showing off what you know. It's about contributing meaningfully, which is a core Stoic value. Humor is another powerful tool. If she throws a sarcastic comment your way, responding with a clever and lighthearted retort can demonstrate your resilience and ability to handle social pressures without being perturbed. This reflects the Stoic ideal of not allowing external actions to disrupt your inner peace. Being a good listener is also a significant way to show your worth. If she's sharing something, pay close attention and engage with thoughtful comments or questions. This shows you value the conversation and respect her perspective, even if it feels like she's not extending the same courtesy to you. It's about embodying respect and dignity, fundamental Stoic virtues. By expressing these qualities, you're not just trying to get her attention. You're practicing Stoic principles of self-respect and integrity. It's about knowing your value and being willing to share it with others, regardless of how they initially respond to you. So, the next time you feel overlooked, remember, your value doesn't diminish because of someone else's disregard. Keep showing up as your best self, and let your actions speak volumes about who you are. This way, you maintain your Stoic composure and demonstrate that you're not someone who can be easily ignored. Number 7, end all communication. Cutting contact isn't about being spiteful or passive-aggressive. It's about respecting yourself and conserving your emotional energy. If you've reached out and haven't received a response, or if attempts to connect are consistently met with silence, it might be time to pull back. This means stopping the texts, the calls, and minimizing interactions if you see her in person. It's about taking a step back, not to manipulate or provoke a reaction, but to give yourself the peace you deserve. For instance, if you're used to sending her messages and she hasn't been responsive, don't continue to send more hoping for a different outcome. Similarly, if you call and she doesn't answer, resist the urge to keep calling. This isn't just about showing her that you won't tolerate being ignored. It's about showing yourself that you respect your own worth enough not to chase after someone who isn't reciprocating your effort. In social situations, if you find yourselves in the same circle, you don't have to go out of your way to interact with her. You can acknowledge her presence politely if necessary, but focus your attention elsewhere. Engage with friends and others who value your company. This isn't about avoiding her out of spite. It's about redirecting your energy to more positive interactions. The Stoic perspective here is powerful. We should not allow our inner peace to be disrupted by external behaviors we cannot control. By choosing to cut contact, you're practicing the Stoic discipline of detachment, not as a form of punishment or bitterness, but as an exercise in focusing on what enriches your life and maintains your tranquility. Remember, this approach is about maintaining your dignity and peace of mind. It's a form of self-care, ensuring that you're not continually hurt or distracted by someone's lack of engagement. Stay true to your values, focus on those who uplift you, and continue to live a life that you're proud of. This is the Stoic way, finding freedom in focusing on what truly matters and letting go of what doesn't. Number 8, don't beg for her attention. According to Stoicism, our self-worth should never be dependent on someone else's attention or approval. So, if a woman is ignoring your messages instead of sending more in the hope of getting a response, take a step back. Reflect on why you feel the need to seek her attention, and remind yourself of your own value and capabilities. Instead of multiple texts, if you choose to respond, let it be from a place of strength and self-assurance. If she eventually texts you after a long silence, A response like, "No problem, I've been keeping busy with my own projects," shows that you're not just sitting around waiting for her. This communicates that your life is full and fulfilling, regardless of her involvement. Here's another idea. Focus on living your best life and let your actions speak for themselves. Engage in activities that you love. Spend time with people who appreciate and energize you, and continue growing personally and professionally. When you focus on these positive aspects of your life, it naturally builds your confidence and demonstrates to others, including her, that you lead a vibrant and fulfilling life. By showing that you are content with or without her attention, you're embodying Stoic principles. You're showing resilience, you're not swayed by external circumstances, and you're valuing yourself. This isn't about making her feel like she's missing out in a spiteful way. It's about genuinely enjoying your life and finding satisfaction in your own pursuits. Remember, Stoicism doesn't encourage us to be unfeeling or to ignore our emotions. It teaches us to process them in healthy, constructive ways. Maintain your dignity, respect her decision to focus elsewhere, and continue investing in yourself. This approach doesn't just make you more attractive to others. It enriches your own life, which is the ultimate goal. Number 9. Disprove her beliefs. When she ignores you, perhaps because she has a misconception about who you are or what you can do, it's a prime opportunity to showcase your real self. Stoicism advises us not to be swayed by others' opinions, but to live according to our true nature and virtues. If a woman thinks you're not knowledgeable enough about a topic, for instance, find a natural way to share your insights and understanding when the topic comes up. This isn't about bragging or being pushy. It's about gently correcting misunderstandings through your actions and knowledge. If you're perceived as uninteresting, surprise her, and perhaps even yourself, by engaging in new activities or sharing stories about your experiences that reflect your uniqueness and depth. This could be anything from your latest adventure, a book that changed your perspective, or a hobby you're passionate about. Demonstrating your diverse interests and abilities can naturally shift her perception over time. However, it's crucial to remember that Stoicism also teaches us the value of detachment from external approval. If she continues to ignore you despite your efforts, it's important not to take it personally. This is easier said than done, but it's about focusing on your own growth and self-improvement, rather than winning her approval or attention. Develop yourself for your own satisfaction and well-being, not merely to change someone's mind. For example, if you've tried to engage and share but are still being ignored, redirect your energy towards personal goals and self-reflection. Work on aspects of your character you want to improve, like patience, resilience, or generosity. This focus on personal virtue is true to Stoic principles and ensures that regardless of her reaction, you are becoming a better version of yourself. In general, proving her wrong in a Stoic sense isn't about a dramatic reveal of your worth, but a quiet, persistent demonstration of your true self through your actions and choices. Remember, your value doesn't depend on her recognition, but on your ability to live truthfully and virtuously. Keep focusing on what makes you a good, capable, and interesting person, and let your life speak for itself. Number 10. Give her the silent treatment. Stoicism encourages us to reflect on our actions and choose responses that align with our principles, rather than reacting out of hurt or spite. So if a woman ignores your messages and you're considering not responding to hers, think about what you hope to achieve with this silence. Is it to regain a sense of control, or to communicate that you feel disregarded? If you choose to delay your response, do so as a form of self-reflection rather than punishment. For example, if she texts you after a period of silence, instead of rushing to reply or ignoring her out of retaliation, Take some time to consider why she might have been silent and what you want from the interaction. This pause isn't just about making her wonder, but about giving yourself the space to respond thoughtfully. When you do reply, keeping it brief and polite, not as a game, but as a reflection of your self-respect and intentionality. Say something like, "Hi, I noticed you reached out. I've been focusing on some personal projects and taking time to reflect on our conversations. How have you been?" This approach shows you're composed and not desperate, but also open to meaningful interaction. The Stoic approach here isn't about suppressing your feelings or ignoring the situation. It's about managing your reactions in a way that upholds your dignity and respects the other person's potential reasons for their behavior. It's about demonstrating that you value yourself and will not engage in ways that compromise your peace. Number 11. Don't let her see you struggling. If a woman is ignoring you, recognize that her attention is not something you can command. The key here is to remain calm and continue with your life as usual. This doesn't mean ignoring your feelings. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, but managing them wisely. For instance, if she ignores your text messages or social interactions, keep your response light and composed. Show that you're unaffected on the surface, not because you don't feel the sting of rejection, but because you choose not to let it dictate your behavior or self-worth. You're still the confident, self-assured person you've always been. This isn't about pretending nothing happened. It's about not letting it visibly shake you. When you do interact with her, maintain politeness and respect. Being aggressive or confrontational won't help the situation. It might even reaffirm any negative perceptions she may have or escalate the situation unnecessarily. Instead, your calm demeanor can serve as a subtle reminder of your maturity and stability, qualities that are highly valued in any relationship. Implementing this Stoic approach means focusing on aspects of your life that you can improve and enjoy, regardless of her recognition. Dive into hobbies, spend time with friends who uplift you, and continue to grow professionally and personally. These actions reinforce your independence and resilience. By remaining polite and respectful in your interactions, you're practicing another Stoic principle. Virtue is the only good. Each interaction is a chance to practice being the best version of yourself, irrespective of how others treat you. It's an opportunity to practice Stoicism by maintaining your composure and focusing on your own life. This approach not only preserves your dignity, but also positions you as someone who is robust and composed in the face of indifference. Keep living your best life and let your tranquility and strength speak volumes. Thank you for joining us through to the end of this insightful journey. Today, we've delved into the profound teachings of Stoicism, which remind us that our reactions to life's challenges are within our control. We tackled how to transform rejection into a tool for personal growth and resilience. Remember, if someone special doesn't seem to notice you, it's crucial to stay composed, exude confidence, and not take their disinterest personally. Instead of viewing rejection as a setback, see it as an opportunity to demonstrate your true mental and psychological depth. It's about respecting others' boundaries while making an indelible impact through your dignified response. This isn't just about romantic endeavors. It's a philosophy that applies to all aspects of life and relationships. Please take a moment to like this video if you found it enlightening. Subscribe for more content that helps you navigate life's complexities with poise and confidence. Don't hesitate to share your stories and insights in the comments section below. Your experiences could profoundly uplift someone else facing similar challenges. Before you go, make sure to watch the recommended video appearing on your screen now. Thank you again for watching and for your continued support. Each step back can be a step forward if we learn and grow from it. Keep embracing your journey with resilience and transform every rejection into a stepping stone towards success. See you in the next video.